Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, and while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand ourselves, how this practice will help for us to develop our inner clarity. So, when it comes to our life, it is important to understand the very nature of life. So in this conventional life, it always tries to depend from something, go behind something, clinging to something. And so this attachment brings us some kind of unsatisfactory nature. So get attached to things is the very nature of the mind, but you have to understand why, out of that, why mostly it ends with the suffering, end with unsatisfaction. So this is the thing. So yourself, that the mind also change. And other thing is most important part. So whatever you attach or whatever you like, whatever you love, by the time going to change. So then what will happen to you? In case if you are capable to find something unchangeable, then it is okay. Then you can have it for, whatever the time, for the time period you want. But the thing is, with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that whatever we love, whatever we attach, it always change. So that's why we have to understand this nature, and by ourselves we change, and at the same time the object also change. So there is no end. But still, that we try to develop some kind of happiness and satisfaction in this conventional life. So, and whatever we gain, it never going to bring us the complete happiness or the satisfaction. So if once you understand this, you are capable to develop some kind of another way to develop yourself. So when it comes to that, then the most of time, with conventional life to change to our eternal life, our point of view, the way we interpret things is important. Because what happens From the very original point to today, this interpretation slowly become changed. So in the Buddhism, it's not about kind of like in the beginning, when it comes to meditation, it is not about that we focus what happening to me. It's always like, you know, in the conventional life, we always, what happening to me? What happening to me? We always compare it with this. But with the meditation, we're going to recognize what happening in me. See that there's a huge difference. You can focus to life and look what happening to me, and now you are go inward yourself and you focus to head to toes yourself in this very moment right now, right here, and you deeply observe what happening in me. So in that very level, your awareness is going to become sharp and clear. So that is where this insight meditation, you can recognize deeply. So insight meditation is another way that inside that you can understand this way also, because every day we try to bring different path to get into this very root level of meaning. So one is that whatever the place we work, like a project, construction field, you know, we call it site. So that site, that here, that your work site is your body, head to toes your body. Contemplate on your body, feeling or the sensation, or the thoughts, or the mind, or the phenomena, or the very entire nature, or the natural process of your body. So that is one thing. And another thing is the sight, that here means form, feeling, perception, volition, and recognition. So then you are in that work site. So then you are inside the site. So then you keep working, not the outside things. You focus to your body, your feelings, sensation, mind, and the very nature, the natural process, and the form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition, not beyond that. So when you into that way also, you can understand this insight. And other thing is, once you come to that level, once you come to one place, rather than hold it to focusing to the surface level, you go in deeper into it. So then that's why what's happening in me. So in you means that your inside, within form, feeling, perception, volition, and recognition, because that is what happening inside you. Your moment by moment experience. So you recognize that, because when it comes to our life, we have very lack of knowledge, very few understanding of the knowledge regarding that our inside. We mostly have the knowledge about outside things. So that's why that always, when it comes to practice, you start to focus towards you. So in this practice, there are few results. So one is that gaining the peace of mind in the very conventional level. You withdraw from the things and you settling down. So that is one thing. Another one is that having the clarity in your mind. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, with the perception, you become very clear. And then not only that, then you go a little bit more deeper to understand the nature of the experience or the life or the behavior or the existence. And some teachings, it directly talk about understanding the nature of suffering. So the suffering here, the talk about the entire, that word suffering, give the meaning to the existence. Sometimes the world itself is called as suffering. So that's why it is not a kind of like we have a pain and we always with the pain, that is struggle, like a conventional level of it has a more deeper suffering. This unsatisfactory nature. Within everything, look at this entire universe. With the gravity, everything moving, and creating many kind of vibration, current, and the rhythm. There is no end. It head to toes your entire body. Look at this blood circular system. And the breathing, each and every atom always have the nature to survive, have the consciousness to survive. Look at the entire this animal world, always the fear and the nature to survive. And look at this planet, there's no end, always it has a kind of like the war in between the gravity and the resistance. Look at this entire universe, all the planets. 8 planets to 9 planets to 11 planets to this entire universal process. Everything has a struggle, the kind of like a war in between each and every planet to hold the gravity and keep the resistance or the distance and finding its own balance. Just imagine, in case if one planet fail, what will happen? If the one planet go out of that struggle or the war, it's a kind of like a you know, it's like a rugger game, you know, it's like a soccer game, football game. Hey, once everybody, you know, everybody come together, everybody has to play, you know, no rest. So this the very nature. So suffering, the word has a like that deeper meaning. So that's why understanding this nature. And the other one is the awakening. So deeply, once you understand this, awakening means you transform. So what is this transformation? How it happens? So today I'm going to give you an example for that, to understand how once you come to this practice deeper meditation, through the meditation, how this your transformation going to come to you and how you can experience it. So in the very conventional world, we have a nature to measure things. And the measure, the very beginning word in the Pali, it's called the mana. So the mana, the mind itself, it's called the mana. The very nature of the mind is measuring things. Another way called comparing things. Dualistic mind. This to that, here to there. This side to that side. So the mind always, in the conventional world, in this conventional world, always depending and moving and existing with the measuring things, comparing things. So once you transform, once you awake what happened, this measurable mind start to act kind of like an immeasurable way. So the four immeasurable things. So as example, loving kindness, there is no measurement for that. Generosity, equanimity. There's no from this place to that place. As example, when we practice the loving kindness, from measurable to we go immeasurable. As example, from the beginning, we start with the place that wherever you are, and from that's a measurable place. So conventionally, you can understand it. And your house, your village, your city, state, country, that measurable, because mind can grab it. And to the world, mind can grab it. But when it comes to universe, and at the same time, when we say, may all living beings be well and happy, it go beyond the limits. It's kind of like a break the barriers. So when you awake, what happened? You break the barriers. You become unlimited. You become immeasurable. So in that level, it is there, but no comparison. That is where you can take things as it is. Otherwise, always you compare this to that. Wherever the comparison, there is always problems going to arise. So this measurable nature is the conventional world. So now through the practice, you transform yourself. So inhalation, exhalation, it's a measurable thing. Beginning, the middle, and the measurable thing. That's a conventional practice. An entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation, it's a measurable practice. So from this conventional level, and how about the body, mind, breathing, this all come together. Immeasurable. So then it is there, but it is not related to this or that. So you can experience the conventional world with the measurable nature or the ordinary mind. And at the same time, rather than changing the outside, you are capable to transform yourself from inside, from your own point of view, and then you break the barrier and you can still experience it as the part of the universe and recognizing things as it is, rather than comparing to that. So this two way of understanding. In the very beginning, you have to recognize the difference. And then it give a kind of like a intellectual understanding for yourself. When you develop the practice, how it helps for you. So then through the practice, you gain some experience, and then through that experience, you can develop the wisdom. So that's how this works, little by little. And when you have this measurable mind, always what happened, the most biggest thing, you yourself with the self-centered mind, and always look what happening to me, what happening to me. But when you have the immeasurable mind, that is where through the vipassana deeply you can recognize what's happening in me. Because to get into that, you have to get out of the comparison. So tranquility meditation very necessary. It will help to have the peace of mind and the clarity. And then from there, you go to deeper understanding the nature of the world, or the nature of suffering, or the nature of existence. And then deeper you can go into awakened mode. That means you come out of this measurable mind and you become immeasurable. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So scan head to toes yourself and say Suvapatveva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalation, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring my attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Yattavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhamma Nudhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Addaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadhi Maranam Ha Paribunjisami Idamme Punya Kammang Asavakkayavang Hotu Sabba Dukkha Pamuncatu. Bless you.